Have you ever seen a photo that makes you stop and stare? Well, we have something very special. Senta Berger, the famous actress, is showing a side of herself that very few people get to see. In some photos, she is wearing very little, and her confidence really stands out. Senta Berger has been in the film world for a long time. Many people know her from movies and television shows, but not everyone has seen these bold photos. They show a side of her personality that is very brave and very real. And trust me, you will want to see every single one. Now, before we go on, let us be clear. These pictures are not just about showing skin. They are about Senta herself, her confidence, her strength, and her comfort in her own body. Many people have admired her for decades, not just for her acting but for her personality. Senta Berger started her career many years ago in Europe. She acted in movies in Austria, Germany, and even in Hollywood. Over the years, she became known for her talent, her charm, and her striking looks. But there is another side to her that most people do not know, the side that shows her true self in bold photoshoots. Some of these photos are artistic. They show her in simple clothing, sometimes in very revealing outfits, but always in a way that tells a story. It is not about shock. It is about showing that she is comfortable and happy with who she is. That is something everyone can learn from. Looking at these photos, you can see how her style changed over time. When she was younger, she experimented with fashion and bold looks. She was not afraid to try something different. And even today, she continues to show that she can be daring and creative with her image. What is fascinating is how these photos capture different emotions. In some, she looks playful, in others serious, and sometimes even mysterious. Each image tells a small story, and it feels like she is inviting you to see a part of her life that is private but also universal. Confidence, happiness, and freedom are emotions everyone can understand. Now, you might be wondering why people take these kinds of photos. For Senta, it is part of her work as an actress and model. But it is also about expressing herself. She has said in interviews that she believes being comfortable with your own body is very important. These photos are her way of showing that message to the world. Another thing that stands out is how Senta uses her posture and expression. Even in revealing outfits, she looks graceful and natural. There is no awkwardness, no pretending. It feels real. And that is why so many people admire her, not just for her looks, but for how she carries herself with confidence. Over the years, Senta Berger has grown in confidence. Looking at her earlier photos, you can see she was experimenting and learning. Now, she seems completely at ease. It is a reminder that confidence does not happen overnight. It is something you build over time, through experience and self-acceptance. These photos also show how photography can tell a story. The lighting, the pose, even the background, all of these things work together to create a mood. Some photos feel soft and gentle, while others feel bold and strong. Each one is unique, just like Senta herself. It is easy to think that someone who is famous has it all. But seeing these photos reminds us that being comfortable in your own skin is something everyone works on. Senta Berger has spent decades learning that. And she shows us that it is okay to be bold, to try new things, and to be proud of yourself at any age. There is also a lesson about art here. Photography is not just about taking a picture, it is about showing a feeling, a personality, or a moment in time. Senta Berger's photos show us that a picture can be powerful, even when it is simple or quiet. Every detail matters, the way she looks at the camera, her posture, the colors around her. So what can we take from all of this? First, confidence is attractive at any age. Second, being yourself is always better than pretending to be someone else. And third, art comes in many forms, sometimes in bold photos, sometimes in small gestures or expressions. Senta Berger teaches us all of these lessons without even saying a word, just through her images. If you have never seen these photos before, they might surprise you. But instead of just focusing on how much she is showing, try to notice the story behind each picture. That is where the real beauty is, the way she expresses herself, the way she looks at the world, and the way she encourages us to do the same. Senta Berger's photos remind us that confidence, self-expression, and courage are timeless. No matter how long someone has been in the public eye, they can still inspire us to be ourselves. And that is something worth celebrating. So, what do you think about these photos? Do they show more than just appearances? Could we all learn a little from Senta Berger about being confident and proud of ourselves? Think about it, and maybe next time, you will notice the story behind the picture, not just the image itself.